Hey guys, this is Bharadwaj with Phone Arena, and this is the video review of the Samsung Galaxy Note 8.0. The 8-inch tablet was revealed at the Mobile World Congress event back in February. It was a Note, but it could make calls too. But don't worry about thinking of holding it to your face because we've got the Wi-Fi only 16GB version for review here, and we're going to see whether the Note 8.0 is really worth your money. The Note 8 is a natural progression of the Galaxy S3's design philosophy. With rounded corners, plasticky 4 metal sides, and a glossy plastic back, it looks like a stretched S3. With the glossy back making it a fingerprint magnet, the Note 8.0 looks really cheap, especially at the prices it comes with. However, you do get the advantages of unbreakable plastic and a full sheet of Gorilla Glass on the front, reinforcing your perception of a good build quality. Talking of the Gorilla Glass, it completely spans the front with a cut only for the physical home button that is located below the 8-inch display along with the capacitive Android shortcut buttons. Above the display you have the Samsung logo and along with it the 1.3 megapixel front facing camera and the ambient light sensor. On the right side of the device you have the microphone, presumably for video calls, and the camcorder. Right below the mic reside the power lock switch and the volume rocker. And just like the Note 10.1, Samsung has included a IR blaster with the Note 8.0, which sits below the volume rocker. It lets you use the device as a remote for your TV in the landscape orientation. The left side is totally flush of controls except for the small microSD slot that recedes into the back part of the device with a flap. Over at the top you have the lone 3.5mm jack, and down at the bottom you have the stereo speakers and the micro USB port. Over at the back you have the 5 megapixel camera at the top, the Samsung logo below it, and all the regulatory information down below. You can also see the S Pen docked here at the bottom. The 8-inch 1280x800 IPS display is good and bad at the same time. While the color reproduction, brightness, and most other common factors contribute well for watching movies and creating stuff using the S Pen, it falls short in pixel density. With just 189 ppi, it is not as good for reading and browsing websites as the text becomes too fuzzy. The internals are powered by the Samsung Exynos 4412 quad-core chip with processors running at 1.6 GHz, which is very similar to the one on the Galaxy Note 2. The Mali 400MP GPU powers the graphics of this device and has 2 GB of RAM included for various multitasking operations and all the TouchWiz features. There is 16 GB of internal storage, but you only get 9 GB of usable memory, which is pretty similar to the situation on the Galaxy S4. The performance is good as expected and the games blaze through too. But the inbuilt power saving mode did make it slightly laggy. The Note 8.0 has a mediocre 5 megapixel camera on the back, which might be certainly worthy for video calling and some basic shooting needs, but not something fit for capturing precious memories. It can record only 720p video and the quality was generally bad. The stills and video camera performance was akin to what we saw on the camera unit on the Galaxy S3 Mini. The images were over-sharpened and the video was a bit smudgy. Video calling, however, which is practically its main use, was good with the 1.3 megapixel 720p front-facing camera. Coming to the most differentiating feature of the Galaxy Note 8.0, the S Pen. The removal of it triggers a separate page on the home screen with the full page S Note widget and useful shortcuts. The S Pen is all sorts of useful with a small button on it that enables various pen actions. The S Note app was brilliant for doodling and general note-taking, largely thanks to the 8-inch screen estate, which we found to be a constraint on smaller Note devices. AirView and the pen actions were some of the things that we liked. That said, we really liked the S Pen experience on a bigger screen like the Note 8.0. The 8-inch form factor just feels perfect for a Note device. The Note 8 runs on Android 4.1.2 Jelly Bean with the TouchWiz custom UI layer on top. The TouchWiz experience is very similar to what you can find on the Note 2. The multi-screen apps that can resize to your will and the pop-up play video feature are some of them that immediately come to a notice. However, the Nature UX still exists with all its bloop bloop sounds, its full screen widgets, and overall cartoonish UI with various gimmicks like motion manipulation which use the gestures of your palm. Some Note 8 specific features are the reading mode, which warms up the display color for a pleasant read, and the slightly modified keyboard that has options for a clipboard. You have all the usual Google and Samsung apps, and we were happy to see the tablet specific UIs on some of the apps like the music and the video players. The 4600 mAh battery can easily withstand power for 2 days at a stretch with decent usage. But we did find it discharging faster when used heavily and was quite below our expectations. However, there is a power saving mode to help you extract more juice from the battery. In the end, the Galaxy Note 8.0 was not as bad as we expected it to be. The larger screen and the S Pen are a great match for doodling and note taking, and watching movies on it is not too bad either. To be honest, we really liked the Note part of the Galaxy Note 8.0, but it didn't fare well as a standalone tablet, obviously with lacking tablet apps on Android. So if you're looking for a better Note experience, go for it. Otherwise, stay away, there are a lot of better ones out there. Masquerading as the Note 510 in India, that calling tablet is priced at Rs 30,900 or lesser. And if you want the Wi-Fi version, you gotta go through the grey market route. Listed here are the pros and cons of this device. And that's it. Check out the full review at the link down below. Do hit the like button if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like these. Thanks for watching.